Let's go to Paul. Oh, he's on the right line. Awesome.
He's everywhere.
Paul, what's happening? Hey.
All over the place, man.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Paul?
Hey, what's happening, gentlemen? Happy Friday to you guys.
Yeah, you were up early, man. I saw you in the den early. You're 2 hours ahead of us. Is it 2 hours now or 3?
3 hours.
Three. Okay. Okay.
Early bird catches the worm, man.
There's no doubt, man. Early bird catches the worm. That's a great saying. There's no doubt, man.
So I heard you guys talking about Bitcoin, and I had to call in because yesterday, Bitcoin Cash, if anyone trades cryptos, looked really nice. It blasted out. It was up 30%.
Okay.
Now it's consolidating. And I think this weekend, also Litecoin, off the low, came up about $70. So the low was around 100. So it blasted up to around 170. And right now, over the past day and a half or so, it's been consolidating, and it looks like it's about to peek its head out of this little flag pattern. So I think Bitcoin Cash, possibly Bitcoin and Litecoin this weekend, if anyone's trading cryptos, are going to be very interesting.
No, it's funny. I didn't know that you were there, okay? But when I said to Tommy, I like the setup in Bitcoin itself right now. You know, it looks like it wants to move a couple $1,000, which that's like insane even saying that. But, you know, just looking at this like on a technical basis, folks, you know, it's got hammered. You know, it got down to where it broke topside from almost. And, you know, the rest of these look the same way, you know. So,
Paul, could you go over? So I know Bitcoin, of course, we're all familiar with, and Bitcoin Cash, that's trading at like 1,280 right now, right? Am I looking at the right one?
Let's see here. Bitcoin, yes, 1281.
So what's the dramatic difference? I know they had the split there, but when you look at those, are you looking at a dramatic difference, or are you just kind of trading them for, you know, technical indicators, or fundamentally, are you looking at a difference between those two?
Well, I think fundamentally the difference is the block size and the speed of the transactions, that Bitcoin Cash can be used more in the future as a currency because it will be much faster.
Okay.
Whereas Bitcoin Classic is going to be used more as a store of value. Transactions are very slow. It's a lot more secure. And so fundamentally, that's the most, really is all I know about it. But
okay, cool.
Technically wise, Bitcoin Cash, when this thing gets moving, sometimes it is just absolutely unbelievable. A few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now, it literally went from 400 to above 2,000 in one weekend. It was nuts.
Not bad.
Wow.
Not bad at all.
400 to 2,000 in one weekend.
In one weekend, it was just every single flag pattern that set up was, you could just buy it and it just kept going.
It went. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, the way that this type of retracement has happened, you know, you get deep retracements like this, you can get fast counter-trend moves. So, you know, and in Bitcoin itself, I mean, I can see this thing trying to get up to this 11,712 or 10,700 even to 11,000. Even to 12,000.
I hope so. It will be good because it's been a little bit of time since we can't short them here in the U.S. There hasn't been much action. We've just been watching them go down, down, down. Although on Nadex, and I have been messing around with the paper trading there, trying to get my mind figured out the spreads and how that works.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll dig the spreads, man. The spreads, once you get your head wrapped around them, Tommy, right? I mean, the spreads are really cool, man.
Especially if you're looking for a way just to short Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I haven't found a better way to be able to short Bitcoin, regulated environment, your money's safe, CFTC regulated, you know. That's you know, you can go long it as well, but there's a lot of ways to go long Bitcoin. Just like you said, Paul, there's almost no ways to go short, and they have a great way with limited risk in, you know, your upside with your money regulated. So I encourage people, just like you're getting used to it, that way when you want to pull that trigger, you know, you're familiar with what you're doing.
Right. Hey, Paul, stay right there because I want to show you. Well, I want to stay with that because I'm going to show you when you're even long the other cryptos how you can hedge that. You know, bottom line is that you go delta neutral. Tommy and I are coming right back. Stay right there, folks. Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We're talking about our man Paul from Nevada. We're talking about Bitcoin. We're talking about the spreads on the Nadex platform. So, you know what's pretty cool, Paul? The first time that we talked about the hedging aspect, right? Using
Yes.
the Nadex platform, right? It took me a bit to kind of figure this out, the cleanest way to do it. But picture this, I believe that you have a lot of different kinds of cryptocurrency, right?
I do, yes. I
Okay,
have a little
so-
portfolio of ones that I'm going to hold long term.
Right. So the way that you could do something like this, first of all, you'd have to figure out yourself what is the correlation between those cryptos, and Bitcoin, right? And they seem to, it's not down to like 1 or 2% close, but you're going to know better than I'm going to know. But they go up and down, right?
Fortunately, lately they've been moving in tandem, right? I mean,
which,
they have.
which is great.
Yeah.
So the way you would do it is this. Let's picture that, okay, the next time you get a nice run topside, right? And then you think, okay, I'm going to get a pullback. Well, what you do, let's say that you get 5,000 in crypto or 50,000 or whatever that is, right? What you could do, you take the dollar amount, right? And then you do a short spread, and you're really just making yourself delta neutral as to the cash value, okay?
Okay.
Now, two different things that happen there. If, in fact, you're wrong and they go up, you still don't lose money. And when they're going down, you don't lose money. It's going to be a very small, you're really taking yourself out of the market for that point, which is pretty cool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So when the volatility, so let me see if I understand what you're saying. So if they're going against me, that's the way I would set it up the way you just explained?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's taking yourself out of the market, really, without selling what you want for the longer term.
Oh.
And then,
okay, I like that.
And
Yes.
it's pretty cool, man. And it's not
That's a great recommendation. And the thing I'd add to it, right, is just to be aware of where you are in that spread, though, right? So
Yes.
the place where it's going to line up perfectly, Paul, for that is when it's right in the middle of the spread. So right now on Nadex, the spread goes from 3,600 to 11,600 this week. Okay, they opened it at the beginning of the week, so I believe Bitcoin was at about 7,600 Monday morning. And that's where you're going to be able to sell Bitcoin almost dollar for dollar right where it's at. So you'd be selling it at 7,600. And the only place to really be careful is if Bitcoin, let's say, goes all the way up to 11,600, right? That's where you're going to be selling it maybe below it, or, there's going to be premium there. So just be careful, because then Bitcoin could stay flat and you actually might have a loss in the Nadex platform or a gain in the Nadex platform. Things will be skewed. And I know if you're playing with the demo account and getting used to things, you'll see that. But that's just one factor to be aware of. And that's why it's so sweet. That trade is perfect when it's at the middle. And right now it's pretty close. So right now you have Bitcoin trading 83.79. And even though the middle of the spread's 7,600, it's still right around the bid offer. It's 83.60 by 83.95. Bid offer is just straddling it. So as long as the bid offer of that spread is right where the Bitcoin is trading, it's perfect. That's what you just want to compare as well.
Ah, man, thank you for that. That is awesome. Okay, I can't wait to get more into this and figure this out a little bit more. That's going to help me out a lot. Thank you so much for that information, Tom.
cooking, brother.
Thanks for your information, man. We appreciate it, too.
Welcome to the Tigers, then. Growling and prowling.
Awesome
Litecoin Paul. Litecoin Paul. I like it.
Right on, guys. Well, you guys have yourself an awesome weekend. Hopefully we get some crypto action this weekend, and we'll see what next week brings, because these equity markets, oh, baby.
Hold on for the ride, man. We get
Let alone
Yes,
the
sir.
weekend. We'll see what the day brings.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Paul.
That's true. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.